Hey, buddy. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna last or not. Oh my god. We're down 45 CS now. We were just dominating.
I've got value.
I guess at least I didn't die. Trying to find a bright side here. I'm only down 2 levels. Well, hopefully the power will stay on. I don't have chat up or whatever. I just basically just restarted the stream. You're getting abused so hard. DC for like 2 minutes. And it's like GG. That's frustrating.
Your turret has been destroyed. Gold stays. Get paid and get out.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage.
Desert.
I thought he was trying to ult me. I don't know if he was or not. I saw like a motion. I've never been ulted by a Mord before, so I don't know what the motion is. I know he's got like a half a second wind up though.
Shut down.
Yeah, I guess we just go with Cloak of Agility here.
Loyalty isn't earned. It's that.
Go for an IE next.
I'll fight for it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have the chat going right now, guys. I don't know if people are saying anything or not. But I'll get you after after the game's over. Basically, Pat, if you're wondering like what happened, all that stuff is a DC. Got a storm going on here. We lost power for about 2 minutes there, so it reset the stream.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
Well, I did save the Sona with the heal, but I think that's got like crit blasted by Caitlyn for like 9 million with a headshot or something.
It's not
Alright, hopefully they rotate and get that. I'm just gonna keep bottom going.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I mean, I could have stayed. Okay, I'm just gonna get this.
woke up to is the sky.
I'm just gonna keep working the side lanes. Yeah, it looks goofed up. I don't know why we have vision here. So the client's like messed up right now, I think. Probably because of the because I got DC'd in the middle of the game or something. Hecarim could be coming up here after me. Yeah. Stayed about 5 seconds too long.
Your turret has been destroyed.
5 seconds too long. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 seconds. 0 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 seconds. 1 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 Let me see if I can get chat up real quick. I'll play Gray Screen Simulator. Yeah, restore. There's Baron.
Heroes go hungry.
Yeah, we just gotta give him that. Just give that. Looks like we're not going to. Okay. It's not about KDA. Like, I'm dying too much.
Laws or whatever works.
Not
at
on the
time.
map. These minions are just like disappearing. I hate that glitch. Fiddle needs to probably be with them. I'm gonna push one more since Hecarim's there. I'm gonna have to run down.
Ally has been slain.
Fiddle was doing Gromp.
Ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor.
Or maybe that was Urgot. Like, one person splits, one person holds. I didn't see who was doing the Gromp, but like that's totally not acceptable when they have Baron. Like split pushing a side lane is fine if you need additional pressure. But like you got to be doing something in lanes. I was trying to press E or D, but I couldn't do it fast enough. Well, Mord hasn't been ulting me yet, so I DC'd, guys. Explained it like 50 times. I mean, I know there's people tuning in at random times that didn't immediately reconnect. But there's a storm outside.
I've got values. They stack up.
Yeah, DC just ruined us this game. like, when the team like 6-1, we were in a dominant position bot lane. And just like literally random act of God. It's like D4 is just a curse, like literally. Alright, we'll try. If I DC one more time, though, we gotta cut the stream for the night. But hopefully it'll stay online. Probably not even worth love. It's probably better just to go to sleep. I live in Tennessee. Hey, what's up, Mr. White? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I mean, I think pretty much every stream's a TSP Q&A. It wouldn't draw in enough viewership, Gray. Unfortunately. It'd be better just to do something else. Either like work on some other content, just do something offline. Either go to sleep or do a guide or, you know, something like that. Okay, they banned Nautilus anyways. That's who I was gonna ban. This happens all the time. As soon as you get to D4, I guess these guys aren't D4, but it's like you start running into people that just never play League. They just quit when they get to D4, and then it feels like you just catch them when they like just maybe get back into it. Hate picking Zyra into assassins, but
Feel the thorns embrace.
Nico, huh? I'm a dodge. It's like 3 people that don't ever play their champs. They're switching, guys. Nah, it's probably Nico support. Baby's looking pretty rad. Yeah. She's balling. She's like a nightclub DJ or something. I guess we can look at the Riot Please here. Alright, so we got 4 minutes.
Hey everyone. Hard to believe, but it's been almost a year since the last Riot Please video, and since then, a lot has happened. We tested our first experimental mode, Nexus Blitz, and while it didn't make the permanent roster, we learned a ton, and we're still looking for modes that could be new, long-term additions to League. Ranked Remastered launched, establishing 2 new tiers, dividing the season into 3 splits with unique rewards, and hopefully improving your climb from Iron to Grandmaster. We unchained Sylas, revealing more about the dark side of Demacia's relationship with magic. We kicked off our partnership with Marvel Comics, introduced you to the crew of the Morning Star. Nico and Yumi hit the rift, and Kayle and Morgana were reborn in a dual VGU. We were blown away by your response to KDA, who went on to become one of our most popular skin lines of all time, with a legitimate hit song under their belt, not to mention the most watched video we've ever made. Our esport has continued to see incredible pro play at the highest levels, with record-breaking engagement at both last year's World Finals and most recently MSI, where the gap closed and EU did prove to be greater than NA. So much has happened, and as always, we're so appreciative of you being on this ride with us. Whether it's running a major esport event, creating a new skin, or delving deeper into the universe.
Okay, bro, good game.
Everyone
What's
on the
going
team works incredibly hard
What's the new
with one
stuff?
goal in mind: to create experiences we hope you'll love. Okay, now that we're all caught up, let's talk about the state of the game. We're well into season 2019, and all things considered, we're very happy with the state of the meta right now. Many of the changes over the last 18 months have led to a game state that is simultaneously more stable and more diverse. Rewarding for carries, but also great team play. Fun to play in normals, and exciting to watch in pro play. We plan to stay on this path. By reducing the rate of change during the season, we think there's less of a burden for you to keep up, and more room for you to bring creativity and innovation to the game. At the same time,
Bad timing
we're
on
better
that with the ban of that Teemo mid.
positioned than ever before to respond quickly when champions get out of balance across all skill levels. We're also happy with some of the more systemic changes we've made. For example, the changes to mid and late game vision have succeeded
Jake?
in encouraging more aggressive team play, which you've seen on display at Worlds and MSI. Although it started off rocky, champion options in bot lane are in a healthy spot. Every now and again we see exciting non-marksman picks, and ADCs remain powerful and highly present at all levels of play. Lastly, the preseason changes hit their mark by 1. Strengthening laning phase, 2. Making comebacks more achievable, and 3. Resolving decided games more quickly. Looking ahead, work on the upcoming preseason is progressing well. It's too early to share details, but we hope to communicate more soon.
Okay.
Let's talk about the client. We've heard your feedback about the state of the client, and the truth is, you're right. The state of the client isn't what it should be, and it's taken us way too long to improve things. However, over the last few months, we have been making important changes that were a prerequisite for us to be able to identify the root causes of the
They're just
issues
saying like the good
many
stuff
of you
they've
have
done.
been
They're just
experiencing.
cheerleading here.
Now we can finally tackle long overdue work on client performance without shooting in the dark. And that's what we plan to do. We're sorry for how long it's taken
It
us
is a pretty
to make
janky
improvements
client
here,
considering
but you
just
can
how
expect
big the
us to
game
make
is
meaningful progress
and how
shortly.
profitable it is for them.
In addition, now that we've deprecated support for Windows XP, we can finally upgrade the client to a modern version of Chromium, which should come with generally improved performance. We've also significantly improved how patching works, making game updates
Yeah, but I don't.
much
I mean,
faster
who cares? I'm
and
already
more
playing the game.
reliable.
Like I know it's a good game. I want to
While
know
the
like
old
what else
patcher
is
took an
going
average
on.
of 8 minutes to update League, the new patcher
I guess, like,
averages
half the
less than
video.
40 seconds. A small percentage of you will have seen a new sign-in flow for League on PBE. We'll be rolling out changes to the sign-in flow throughout the year, including the ability to stay signed in, two-factor authentication, and background patching later this year. This next update is something I'm really excited to talk to you about. I mentioned before that we're continuing to look for new modes that could be permanent additions to League. Teamfight Tactics is our next shot at this. TFT is our take on the emerging auto-battler subgenre, with some new aspects we think make for a uniquely League experience. Like Nexus Blitz, we want to build this mode with you, and so we're releasing it in beta so we can quickly iterate based on your
that's not a
feedback.
uniquely League experience.
Once we're sure the initial release is stable,
I mean, it's cool
one
and
of our
everything, but
first
it's not uniquely League. Come on.
planned iterations
honest.
is to follow up with a TFT ranked queue. We're also introducing a new product called Little Legends for TFT. Little Legends will be your avatar on the TFT battlefield, and your main way of interacting with other players.
Unique to
They'll also
League is
join you
different
on Howling
grammatically
Abyss,
from uniquely
where
League,
they'll appear as pets that cheer you on from the
least
sidelines.
in my interpretation.
And maybe
of
the
it.
most important
Makes
detail
it sound
to
like
share
League is
is
the only one that has that.
TFT is letting us deliver on a long-awaited player promise. Pengu will come to League as a TFT Little Legend. We're very excited to see what you think. If you'd like more detail on TFT, see the articles linked below.
Surprise mechanics.
After
Loot
nearly a
boxes.
decade of taking 500 damage from Flash,
kind of is like a
yes,
mobile game.
it's true. We're finally updating the death recap screen.
Um,
Our goal was pretty straightforward. We wanted to make Death Recap accurate, informative, and easy to read, so you can meaningfully adapt
meant
to
to
whatever
ban
your
bugs.
enemies are throwing at you. The new Death Recap should hit PBE in the next patch and go live in 9.14. So have a look and let us know what you think. Rest in peace, old Death Recap. Your watch has ended.
why
A
the
word
Game
on
of Thrones
Clash.
reference?
As we've discussed, Clash's technical problems stem from its unique pattern of needing to start many games at once. After the last round of testing, we realized we needed to make some fundamental changes to the design of the system if we wanted it to work at the right scale. So that's what
Like, easy fix for Clash. You sign up for it. It's easy. Like, you sign up for it. It tells you who you're paired against. Or whatever. And you have to just contact, like, it gives you, like, a way to contact those people. And you have to go, like, create a custom game between a certain time frame. Like, hey, you have 24 hours to, like, for your team to go pair with the other team. And then, like, whenever you're going to start it, it just gives you, like, a tab or something. Whenever you're going to start it, get in there. It's like a custom lobby, records the win, and that's it for Clash. Like, it doesn't feel like it should be that difficult. Like, amateur tournaments do that type of stuff all the time. Okay, let me... Do I have it open? Okay. Wait, what's going... Why buy everyone? Is someone dodging? Well, I don't like Brand usually, but probably okay into Kaisa. Oh, TFT. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I mean, we'll see what people want to do with it. People are asking, why did they get rid of Nexus Blitz and why are they trying TFT? I would imagine that that it was just necroing ranked queue. Like, or cannibalizing ranked queue, rather. Basically, it's just taking people away from playing ranked, which is not what they want to do. With, like, a game mode, they want people, they want bigger numbers. They want more engagement. They want people who don't usually, like, played rank that much to sign into the client more and use the client.
Such a busy world.
I thought Nexus, it was really fun. I think for a lot of people, it's not that it wasn't popular. It wasn't achieving the goals. It was getting people to stop playing ranked. That's why they don't do the, what is it, the ARAM ERF or whatever it's called, AERF, because people stop playing ranked whenever that mode is out a lot of times. There's like some kind of theory behind it I've heard. I forgot exactly what it is, but people just end up playing that mode a ton, and then they like burn out on the game and don't play the game as much. AERF. It's something like that. It doesn't create good objectives for the game, and that's why they only do it every now and then. And that's kind of why they have a rotating game mode also. To get people like hyped about a limited time event thing. It's not about, like, fun doesn't pay bills. I mean, they've got to make money. If it keeps people from playing ranked, it's probably bad.
The forest
Like, they're not gaining anything from that. Like, if it's people that would normally play ranked and they're playing that instead, they don't want that. They want people to, like, play the game that aren't normally playing ranked, or, like, newer people that play it. By that logic, but people that play normals aren't the same kind of people that usually play ranked. And they don't have to develop any new assets for normals. It's just a mode that you turn on. You know, they have to develop and try to balance things like Nexus Blitz if they want to make it interesting. Like, kind of like what they've done with ARAM. Where you kind of have to have separate balancing and, like, a whole bunch of different rules. Like, it takes extra R&D. So they're only going to do it if they feel like it's, you know, worth the investment. So they're trying to tap into that marketplace that's proven that it's, you know, has its own sort of audience within, like, the Dota community. And it does kind of have a unique crowd to it, right? It's probably, I don't know if it's faster than a normal League game, but there's no mechanics to it, as far as I understand, or there's very little, just all sort of knowledge of the system. So that could appeal to a lot of people that normally wouldn't want to play ranked, or like standard ranked. Maybe the, you know, mechanics just aren't there, or there's some other aspect of it. Maybe they just like the auto chess more.
Things aren't always.
That's just why they got rid of Nexus. I'm not saying it's correct or incorrect necessarily as a business model. I'm just saying that, like, that's the reasoning behind it. And that's why they just don't have a million different, you know, ranked modes. Or, like, a million different type of game modes. Because if it's not pulling in new people, if it's just, you want a lot of people playing your ranked primarily because you want the queue times to be relatively low, right? You don't want a bunch of split queues. That's why they didn't want to do flex for a long time as, like, a separate queue. But they've kind of begrudgingly done that. But, like, nobody plays flex or threes. But I mean, they want alternatives to ranked, but they also want, like, the ranked to be robust and have, like, reasonable queue times. Murdered. Yeah.
Things don't always work.
Well, those high-elo players are always going to complain. There's just never going to be a there's not going to be a population of enough of those people. They're like just Challenger, you know? It's like the top 200 people. Queue times are always going to be extremely long. I'm pretty sure. We're going to get him anyway, is that right? Does he not have Spike evolved? I guess he wouldn't have it evolved at this point, but... I mean, he backed. We know he backed. He was really low and running. I need to back. God, it's that bad, huh? BF versus Pick. I'm just missing so much wide open CS.
Come closer.
Nah, I probably wouldn't walk mid as Jinx. She's too slow. She can't really roam that well. If Lee Sin cuts her off in the river or something, it'd be a nightmare. She doesn't have flash. I would just stay. Just get experience and just let him push.
The forest holds many
Brand mid still bad. Can't even beat Kai'Sa mid. I was thinking, like, I hate Brand mid usually, but I was like, okay, maybe against Kai'Sa. Shit. I don't have flash for a little bit. I think my flash comes back before his by like 30 or 40 seconds. I had to flash out of a cage, and then he flashed in that bush. I'm just gonna flash on him and light him up. He has phase rush? What? Oh, that's how he got away from Kha'Zix, I think, was phase rush. Okay, they're on... Are they on Dragon? I didn't want to get hit by the WF.
An enemy has been slain.
A promising garden. So much more to see.
Oh, it would have killed me. Do you see how much life I walked away with? does a hell of a lot of damage. All of his ability. Well, his Q at first doesn't do like an insane amount, but his W and his R hit really hard. Like, if I didn't flash the W, I was 100% dead. Have I been liking Three Kingdoms? It's okay. I don't think it's better than Total War Warhammer, but I can't play it anymore after I release the remaining Gongdu episodes because the viewership is just abysmal. Like, the last 5 episodes haven't even cracked 100 views. Just nobody plays that game. At least that watches this channel.
Wait until my seeds take root.
So it's okay. I think it's worth like one playthrough. As Yellow Turbans, I didn't like the normal one as much, but
An ally has been slain.
it's okay.
Take careful.
I don't think historical games are really ever going to be able to match the fantasy titles. All right, thanks PF. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out. I don't think I can kill him without Ignite. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Really? She crit her for like 500. I don't know how she got that passive. Maybe she attacked the tower once or something to charge it up. I didn't think she had it either. But she must have attacked the tower or something to get it at the last minute.
A promising garden. So much more to see.
Down 50 CS. I'm not sure why it's mutant pings. I mean, Jinx is not that bad in lane, honestly. She's just missing wide open CS. Like, they haven't been zoning us. I only have 10 CS. I know the plants can make it a little bit harder to last hit, but...
Such a busy world.
Ah! God damn it! The fucking cage. Right when I was... Dude, if I got that combo off, we would have triple killed him. It was like he literally had to hit me with the cage. If I was in the middle of the cage, I would have deleted all of them. He literally had to clip me with the cage, and that's what he did.
Just a harmless flower. Saw it coming.
She turned around. I thought she was gonna walk through there. She faked me out. Well, you beat Vhagar by ganks. Like, he should die. Like, if the jungler even looks at him, he's dead. Basically. Our jungler came down there and almost got him once. I think we have got him, like, a couple other times. But, I mean, he just dies every time to a gank. Just like all the other cheese AP bot lanes. The Xeraths, the Vel'Kozes, all that stuff.
Venture off the beaten path.
And I think, like, longer range stuff, like those same things, are pretty rough for him to deal with. It's just, he's, like, pretty good into things like Zyra that are, like, kind of shorter, mid-range mages.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Sort of. I mean, I can still delete him, and I can outplay his W if I don't get clipped by the cage. Like, he has to literally tap me with the actual cage if I have my flash up.
Venture off the beaten path.
I'm not gonna be able to get him. I mean, I can use Brush too. If he walks up and I get a combo on him, he's dead also. It's just whoever gets more Brush.
Enemy killing spree.
I mean, they're ahead right now, but I don't think Engage supports are that amazing into him. I mean, maybe. Why is it like 20 seconds? I don't understand why they can't just make the time like 5 seconds.
Just an ally has been slain.
Yeah, but I can't get a QS. I mean, I can, but it's like it's way too expensive as a support.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, they're nerfing him a lot next patch. I don't know, like, just make it to where you can't QSS it, but lower the time to like 5 seconds or something. It feels like it's just something that's just too hard to balance around. Like with Malzahar's, like other people can help you, or like Warwick's, other people can help you with other suppressions for the most part. Skarner's is extremely close, and it's only for like 1.5 seconds. Like an 8-second suppression basically is ridiculous.
Come closer. Dominated.
Oh, he missed. Wow, how did... Oh, everyone just left? Okay. Alright. Well, I guess Lee got the good position there. Yeah, I mean, I guess they could do that too. Where there is no ring, you can just go anywhere with him. And then if you can actually kite him. Or at least expand the ring quite a lot.
The forest holds many surprises.
It's like they're nerfing everything else about him next patch, though. He's getting nerfed like 6 times. I think he was already hot nerfed like 4 times this patch. Like after the first day. It just feels like fundamentally, it's just very difficult to balance, like, hey, you can force a 1v1 with, like, only interaction is Quicksilver Sash. I mean, I guess, like, people can run around and dodge him. It's just, it's for too long. Or just give away this, like, change the stat stealing where he doesn't get the free stats. Something.
Such a big
Vagar went mobility boots because they have a lot of the map opened up. He just wants to be able to rotate faster. I mean, I don't think it's a terrible idea.
Your turret has been
Whoa, he missed. Whoa, what? What? Okay, well, we got him. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe that missed. Oh, man. Guess I'm missing a lot of stuff in a game we're probably going to lose anyway, so it's... good, I guess. I don't know, it'd be nice if I just hit it.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Gotta sell that stuff. Yeah, we just had a bunch of snowbally champs. I didn't play that well either. Kind of a tough lane, but I just missed a lot of open stuff too. Pretty much lost every lane. And then Pantheon and Kha'Zix just require snowballs. They're just worthless. If you don't take over the game. This is a bad comp. Like, Pantheon and Kha'Zix are both, like, I guess Pantheon has a point-click stun, but he's pretty much always, like, you have to roam really well with him, and you have to win lane hard. We're down, like, 50 CS in the laning phase. I don't think Mal's was ever that much. I think he's been about the same. I think Mal's hard has always been like 2.5 second suppression. Well, being down CS is one thing, but being down 50, like when you haven't died, is another thing. When they're not zoning, you know, it's not like the jungler camped us and we just got zoned. Caitlin's not. I mean, they had a pretty good lane. Like Vagar's pretty good into Zyra. It's okay. I mean, a lot of it was the Caitlyn was outplaying our Jinx hard. Like Jinx wasn't like trying to nullify the lane. Like Jinx should be able to push almost as hard as Caitlyn does with her rockets. And like Zyra is like gonna help thin out the wave too, because whenever I cast my Q with the plants, like it usually ends up hitting some of the CS sometimes as well. So we shouldn't have been pushed in that much as we were. I don't think the 280 on Caitlyn matters that much. It's really just the meta is like okay with her. She's almost always pretty decent if you're good on her. Oops. Wait.
But all my light puns would have brightened your day.
Let's go with Zyra again here.
Feel the thorns embrace.
Really? We're voluntarily picking Ezreal into Vayne. Auto-filled. I guess it's probably a terrible idea. I'm only going to do it because I'm basically at 0 LP. I mean, why not? Let's just go back down to Platinum 1. Okay, sorry. A student sent me an email. I had to just respond to that real quick.
Wait until my seeds.
Twitch survives early jungle by getting a kill level 2. Like, he has to get a kill. Like, he goes red buff to gank. And it has to be a successful gank.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Aren't always what they
He's not very good. Unless you're, like, extremely good on him. He's very cheesy, very snowbally. I mean, like, ganks with red are very good on him against immobile champ. So, he'll probably have a decent chance against Rengar.
Minions have spawned.
Shit, seriously? What? Why is she separated from all of them?
Take careful steps. Venture off the beaten path.
Well, I mean, I guess they got me. It's really wacky because no one freaking warded.
Just a harmless flower.
And they got around behind me. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that, or it's been extremely rare. Ezreal's just like, I don't know, beating off at our tower or something. Like, LOL, dude.
It's many.
Trying to watch our blue? What are you doing? You almost never see somebody who's completely separated from somebody else like that.
Has been slain. Promising garden.
An enemy has been slain.
So much more to see.
Enemy killing spree.
Jesus Christ. Wow, top lane's really, really done. Yeah, and you died twice to him.
Has been slain. Venture off the beaten path. Things aren't always
A little
what
too
they
spicy
seem.
for you, Lev.
Come closer.
Enemy rampage.
Now Fight's like, but he got a kill level 1, guys. There's no way I could have not died. 3 times in lane by 5 minutes. I mean, he got a kill level 1.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Damn, if Ezreal hit that, though. Oh. That was actually pretty bad. If Vayne pinned me into that wall, maybe I was in trouble. I don't know. Braum didn't have cooldowns, and I had plants there to protect me, but that was still bad to probably path that way. Especially with the way this Ezreal was posturing. Are we down like 50 CS yet? We're only down 5.
So much more to see.
You're not gonna kill her, dude.
Shut down.
Okay, well, they did get that, I guess. Did she leave? Did she back? No, she's still here. I mean, Twitch is rolling also. Malphite is close on CS. If he just died like once or maybe twice, I don't know. I mean, we can definitely still win. We'll just play it. No way, he dies, right? Yeah, he's done.
Has been slain. A promising garden.
Malphite's like screaming, please help me with this champion. I'm supposed to hard counter in lane.
Such a busy world.
Nice, Abed. Congrats, buddy. Well, if I'd hit that Braum with the root and just flashed faster, I think we could have avoided those deaths.
Holds many surprises.
I stuck around to auto attack the Braum like 2 or 3 more times. I don't think he's worth a ban anymore, probably. I mean, he is really good, but there's so many other champions that are also really problematic right now.
This harmless flower.
Like that Gensu's nerf hurt him pretty badly, and there were other nerfs as well. I don't remember exactly what they were, but oh god. Wow. How is that even possible? Like Malphite literally just presses R on him, and Twitch opens up and kills him with his ult. Right? I mean. And the problem is we can't carry from bot with Ezreal. Like, ooh, if I hit that, probably could have forced summoners.
Shut down.
I'm not hitting the E's today. He's top.
Wait until my seeds take root.
I didn't think Zed was ever going to kill Karma, but guess he got her. That champion's so freaking worthless, man. I should have just dodged this. I knew it was going to be terrible. I've already dodged once, and it would put me at -10, because I'm already at 0. It put me at -13, actually, because I've already dodged once.
A promising garden.
And I'm only gaining 13 or 14 on a win. Ezreal's all about, like, losing. Ezreal's all about, like, saying, hey, rest of the team, find a way to carry me. Unless you're extremely good on him. I mean, Twitch can potentially win the game for us. It's just like the Yi and the Rengar with Karma shielding him. It's going to make it tough, but... Vayne is actually kind of tough for Zyra. She's tough to hit the E with. Like, you can harass her in lane, but she gets Blade Through and King early, so she has lifesteal to harass through a lot of your early game stuff.
Take careful steps.
And then she can just dodge most of easy stuff.
Has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Just like if the rest, I mean, I guess we do have a Twitch, so maybe we don't really need the Ezreal in theory to be super strong. It just like, it takes away a possible win condition, and like bot lane is a really strong win condition in this meta right now. So it's like, whenever 80 carries aren't very good, I think Ezreal's a lot better, but when they are pretty good, I don't know.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Yeah, they can't really dive us with this many plants sitting around me. He's not feed. Dude, you're 0-6 against him. He just got Tiamat, so he's really far behind, and he got Cleaver. I mean, I guess he is against a Malphite, which makes sense, but he doesn't have lethality, so... Twitch is going off, though. I think they probably left.
Just wait. Rampage. An ally has been slain.
I think it matters if Twitch has 7 kills. I mean, it's not a walk in the park, but Twitch is extremely a very powerful champion with gold.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, I don't think we're favored, but like Twitch makes it possible.
The forest holds many surprises.
What the hell is spam? Oh my god. You got an ult? Dude, shut. Like, I'm the reason we just got that kill. Like, chill. He's there.
Your turret has been destroyed. Has been slain.
Oh, the Karma. I was like, how did he get out so fast, Karma?
An
Speed
ally
racer.
has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
They got top, I guess.
So much more to see.
I don't think he was complaining because I took the kill. I think he was complaining because he didn't want me to be in that lane. He just wants me to magically teleport to, like, top lane or something. With Ezreal. It's like, I mean, Ezreal's in an open lane. Like, there's literally nobody up there the entire time. It makes 0 sense for me to go up there. Given where their macro was right there.
Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain.
Take careful steps.
Wow. A really long thunder. I don't have enough damage to kill him.
Too busy now.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Damn it, he's gonna get the Twitch, isn't he?
Things aren't always what they seem. Wait until my
We're all dead. I had to wait on him to alpha to try to hit him with the E. Dude, are you actually trying to complain about other people?
Your turret has been destroyed.
This guy's 1-11. He's actually trying to say something about another player on this team. Well, to be 1-11 top lane is one thing, but to complain or say anything other than I'm sorry is just like insane. I think that's a bait on the Karma. Yeah. Really? We're gonna get lit. Okay, I guess Rengar's bottom. Okay. Yeah. Wait, why? Why wait till then? Like, why not get him when he just uses alpha on me? You know? He just healed back all of his health in like 2 hits with a wit's end.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Well, I think the issue is on our team. I mean, I guess at least he can press R and do something in a fight. But we need to kill Yi and we need to kill Rengar immediately. And Vayne is becoming a threat. And we just don't have it. Like, Malphite's... like, he's an R button. He's a piece of CC for 1.5 seconds, and that's it. Against, like, several really mobile champs. They have Karma to shield him, which is going to make it really hard to burst through all that. I mean, they have to really screw up, but maybe they will. I don't know. How do you use Bork? You have to be close, and then you just activate it on somebody. Point click. Pretty short range. It's like auto. It's like 550 or something. 500. It's like auto attack range. It might be a little bit more than that, but it's not very far. Might be like 600.
Take careful steps.
Yeah, but we can't kill him because Karma has Athene's Unholy Grail. I can't kill him by myself. Should put it that way. Karma's is really OP. I may need to just play her banner. I don't know. Zyra is very strong too. But wait, why did he go so early? We had vision on it. He like, is he just inting? He like flashed forward. He had his ult. I mean, like, if he just sat over that Baron pit with me when I snared them all and ulted, and then he ulted, I think we could have killed all 3 of them. I mean, Baron was at, like, half health when he flashed in. I don't know. I mean, we're probably going to lose anyways, but that seemed pretty dumb. Unless he was inting or something. Oh my god, he missed. Okay. I am getting Rylai's, but yeah, I do realize it doesn't slow Yi, but it can still slow other people.
Venture off the beaten path.
Yeah, Bork on Yi is pretty standard. Withering King, Ginsu's Wit's End, I think is kind of the standard. Most people get enchantment, the attack speed enchantment. I don't know, people were doing the crit build, but they nerfed that last patch. Some people were doing it. I'm gonna get that. I'm dead.
Shut down. Killing spree.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Take careful steps.
Baron's not up for 2 minutes. I'll fight. Dude. I understand. I'm not a big fan of Ezreal either, but buddy, yeah, you're 2 and 15. To be fair, Ezreal has managed not to die. So Ezreal is doing what Ezreal's supposed to do, which is not die. I mean, people are probably going to be surprised at his numbers. Like, he almost always puts up good damage. It just doesn't ever seem like he's doing damage. Yi is not their only person on their team. They also have Rengar, they have Vayne, Karma. Like right there, that slow definitely helped us get that Braum. Have ult for him.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Ult him? Oh, he doesn't have his ult.
I was hiding.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
When's the patch going to be released? It's not 99% of the time. It is
Only as they see.
6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Wednesday. At least in the United States. I don't know if they do it differently in Europe or not, but Sometimes if there's like a national holiday in the United States or something, it might be different. So like 4th of July, actually is next week 4th? No, it's the week after that, so it should be fine. But sometimes it's delayed for a day if there's a holiday where people would miss on Monday or Friday. They might be able to win without Baron. All they have to do is win a fight. I mean, these fights are like, we're winning them, but it's not that decisively. Like, I have to be able to ult like 3 people, including either Rengar or Yi, and Twitch has to delete him. Like, that's basically how we win a fight. But yeah, we got to give them a free Baron. It's gonna be really hard to win supers. Yeah, I can't buy a Void Staff though right now. They don't even have that much magic resist. But that would be what I would get next. I mean, if I had infinite money, I'd get a Death Cap, but Void Staff's a lot cheaper. Is that gonna get picked? Maybe. Whoa, what? Okay. Well, I got him. But we might just end up losing here. Yeah, we just can't clear the waves fast enough. Is Karma AFK? I don't know. Maybe. God, 3 and 17. Alright. Dude, it's like, it's the freaking Twilight Zone, man. Like, literally, as soon as you hit, I'm really surprised Malphite even did that much damage. Wow, Vayne did 13,000. It's like, as soon as I hit Diamond, like, without a doubt. You notice as soon as we dipped into Plat 1, like, every time we do it, we're back within, like, 2 days, max. But as soon as we hit D4, it's just like, not even everyone in here is Diamond. It's just like, when we're there, in fact, I was the only Diamond person in that game. But, like, when we're there, it just, like, completely changes everything. I mean, Malphite is the lowest damage, but I thought it'd be by a much lower margin than that. Weekly, climb to D4 fix. Hey, weekly, it's like semi-weekly. We do it twice a week. Okay, let me refill my drink. Let me grab a bar real quick and we'll get back at it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of exaggeration. I don't think D4 is really that close to bronze. And I don't think that just because you play a lot of games in platinum, you get D4. I mean, I was platinum for like 5 years. Like season 3, 4, 5, 6, we broke to diamond at the very end. 7. Now I got it to platinum 1, but like, there are a ton of people that have thousands of games in platinum. I still don't believe that, Lev. Like, D4 is the D5 population. P4 is the P5 population. We're 0-2 tonight. Well, find me the post. I mean, what is this? What are the accreditation for this? Let's go Karma. Oh, Karma's banned. So let's go Zyra then.
Feel the thorns embrace.
I really have a hard time believing that D4 dips in a P3. Because this says D4 is the top 4% of players, right? Says right here, 3.4%, top 3.4% of players. This is saying D4 is dipping into like the top 4%. And P3, there is no way P3 last season was the top 4%. P3, because I was in P3 a lot last season, and it was like the top 6% or something. I guess we'll just play it. Oh, everybody's different, Abed. Halo's complaining because they complain about everything. It's like, bro, you want the... they changed the algorithm to make the matchmaking faster. Like, do they want to sit in queue for 45 minutes or something to get like an all-challenger game? There's like 200 people in Challenger.
Take careful.
You gotta have 10 of them for one game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't think the game quality is that bad.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Such a busy world.
Like, the thing that's bad is autofill, but they said they can't get rid of autofill, especially at high-level play. I mean, game quality is a subjective, like, measurement, so I can't prove or
So
disprove
much
that.
more to
But
see.
I mean,
Minions
League's an
have
old
spawned.
game. Like, who left?
I may be outnumbered, but not even the odds can
Just
stand
a
against
People
me.
get better every year.
Outnumbered, but not even the odds can stand against me. Find me an immovable object, and I'll put this question to rest.
There's like a small minority of people that make a vast majority of noise in like any field. I think most of the big name people and streamers that were like Challenger that had a good like a big League following still play League. I mean, like Pokimane left. There may have been a couple others. I mean, she wasn't Challenger, but she was, a big name.
Come close.
I don't even know what she plays now. She's basically just like a variety streamer, I think. Maybe. I don't know if she still plays Fortnite or not, but... I mean, it's hard to hate on her. She got like an extra 1.5 million people by switching over to Fortnite. Because little boys love watching her. I mean, she's funny. It's not just her looks or whatever. I mean, mean, she's successful.
First blood.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Double kill.
Jungler tries to invade, doesn't understand what priority is, or
Things aren't
pings.
always what they seem.
She just got really good branding and marketing. Pokemon, it's just perfect for like the tweens. Just fine, but yeah, I don't know a lot of the other big names that left specifically because of that. I know some people cry about it, but she's fine. She's good at what she does. I don't like Vel'Koz. I mean, you can win with Vel'Koz. He's very dangerous. Of course, they picked Lux into us too. I'd just play Lux, unless she's banned.
Venture out.
If you want to play like a long-range mage. Did Jinx Chompers the Lux? After I binded? I don't remember. I don't
The forest.
remember seeing that. Maybe she did. Please. Please. Oh my god, please, one more. Oh. She canceled auto? I don't think I had a plant or something at the time. I think I was out of plants. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch it. Guess we're ahead in CS. Wait, how did Kai'Sa get 2 kills? Oh, Kai'Sa got the kill on me with the W instead of Lux's Ignite.
The forest holds many surprises.
It's gonna be hard to win. Because Lux is gonna be able to like shield a lot of my damage late game and Vlad's damage. Lux is not. I should ban Lux. I don't know. I need to ban like Karma and Lux though. Both of them are pretty good in Azira. In before Vi. I just kind of froze it there for him. Probably should have done that.
Just a harmless flower.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, here we go. The rare boy, that's right. Okay, she is going tier also, so we can be a lot stronger here.
Steps.
Alright, it's pushing towards us.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Ah! Damn it. If I had that potion ticking earlier, I think we would have had it. God, Lux is such a pain in the ass to kill with Aftershock and her shield. It's pretty gross. She didn't even react to that gank for a long time. I think she's just sitting there looking at me, waiting to hit a Q.
Venture off the beaten path. So
Yeah,
much more
assassins
to
are pretty good
see.
against Zyra.
An ally has been
Yeah, it's how she's
slain.
balanced. She's very oppressive in the laning phase, but she's weak to flank type of stuff. Okay, Vi was topside, I'm pretty sure.
Team has destroyed a turret.
Damn it, Lux got me. We're all, yeah, that's a triple kill. We probably shouldn't have gone for that. Or I should have gone the other way. I was trying to cut her off this way. If I'd gone this way and just ulted, I think we would have been fine. But I chose the wrong way. I knew Lux was middle, or I should have known because I saw her there, so I should have gone the other way.
Such a busy world.
Or I should have not greeted for the R. If I didn't step up too far to try to land that R.
Wait until my seeds take root.
An enemy has been
I think
slain.
Zen probably had her on his own. Okay, Vi's top. I'm just gonna push more here, I guess.
Turret plating will soon fall.
About to mute this clown. I forced Kaisa to go over there to respond, so now we have more priority mid. It's not like it was just wasted. Like, I got it too. I scaled pretty well also. I don't think I should have left that wave. No one was there.
Take careful steps.
He was like 2 screen clicks away from it. Pretty sure the cannon would have died before he even got there. Ready for the Pantheon rework? Well, you better keep waiting, because it's going to be at least probably 3 or 4 patches.
Wait until my seeds take root. Just a harmless flower. Things aren't always what they seem.
I want to save at least one plant in case they try to come contest. Okay, they chose to rotate instead of push mid. Okay, Vi's top.
so much more to see.
All right. Build last item on Lux. What would I build? I mean, it's kind of situational. Maybe Death Cap. I mean, if you're just like ultra rich. But I mean, I would probably still get, in most situations, Ardent Censer, Athene's Redemption.
An enemy has been slain.
How did my... Oh, a plant shot was flying through the air when she backed, and then it triggered stuff on her. Yeah, I mean, I'd go Athene's Redemption, Ardent Censer, Tier 2 boots. We'll just go for maximum deletion here. Tier 2 boots, and then, like, I would save your control word slot until you have a completed next item. And then after that, you know, Mikhail's or
Venture off the beaten path.
Locket, Shirelia's. It kind of depends on what the situation is. Or Death Cap if you're just like ultra rich. That should be extremely rare where you have that much excess gold. I'd work on like shot calling to try to close out games faster if you're getting to that point, because that's probably like, you know, like a 40-minute game, 45-minute game. Really, you shouldn't commonly have games going over 30.
Before holds many surprises.
Hey, thanks, Michael. I appreciate it, buddy. Who's dead? We have dead people, right? Yeah. Always back up unless we get a pick here. No, 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 dude. We're throwing hard. They're about to get there and probably. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, God. I'm running away. Good.
Such a busy world.
Yeah, if I was typing or something, I don't know. Something wasn't right there.
The forest holds many surprises.
Got the keyboard warrior over there with Vi. Jinx has played pretty well for the most part. And that's how you play Malphite. You go 2 and 3, not 2 and 17. And then you're relevant with your ult still. Calling us monkeys. I'll report her, sure. She was AFK there, I mean, definitely. So. Why'd I go from 50 to 147? I don't know. People was logged in, man. When was I at 50? We were at over an hour ago. We were at 109. Maybe you just hadn't refreshed or something. 50 is very rare. It's like viewers night. Maybe. Even then, we usually get to 60 or 70. Or are you talking about just in general? Like on the channel? Because we've had over 200 like several times. We did lose some people because I got disconnected in my first game. And like some people turn it on and just have it running in the background or something, you know, just to support the channel. Yeah, we've had over 200 at least a few nights this week. I don't really know what it is. I mean, some people just come out and watch on certain nights. Okay. No, I don't know. There's no special special catalyst to it or anything.
What we've been doing, and we'll be bringing it back for regional testing soon. We want to thank you all for your patience and continued enthusiasm for Clash. Despite the stops and starts, every time players get to experience Clash, you tell us that you love the format and want to see it live. We do too,
yeah, I mean,
and we're still working hard to bring
it's
Clash
like
to life.
2 years in the making.
You can read more about our current plans in our most recent dev
How is
blog,
it that hard to
linked in the
engineer
video
that?
description below.
It's just like a different matchmaking system.
Before I go, there's a pretty big moment coming later this year that I do want to mention.
I don't know. I'm not a software engineer.
All of us on League are incredibly excited and humbled.
It feels like
that
they're
in
half-assing
October,
it.
League will celebrate its 10th anniversary. We think about League as a game that we build together with all of you. So celebrating our 10th anniversary is really a celebration of what we've done together over the last decade. We've got some fun stuff planned to mark the occasion and a ton to share about the future of League. So stay tuned for more details as we get closer to October. From all of us on League, thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you on the Rift.
We must all make our choices.
I mean, it's cool. I don't mean to be a hater. Like, I'm glad they put these things out. It just... And I love League, but it's like... I don't know. Like, the Clash thing is a bit ridiculous. Like, they were hyping it up so much at the beginning of last season, Season 8. They do get free skins with those loot boxes. Well, it flopped because of technical problems, not because of a lack of interest. I think a lot of people are interested in, like, organized play. Nami is pretty good with Vayne, but I've just been winning a lot with Zyra. I don't want to stick with Zyra. It's hard carry these fools.
Feel the thorns embrace.
I think matchmaking in ranked is fine. I mean, you can't fix incompetence. Like, with players, you know what I mean? Well, Zyra wins early, but Janna is a problem. Like, the main problem with matchmaking in League is that people aren't good at every champion, which, you know, they shouldn't necessarily be, but I mean, it's basically autofill. But, you know, they say they can't fix that without, without, like, adding significantly to queue times. So, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think there's that much of a disparity. I think, like, play rates between roles, like, maybe support is, like, 5% under or something. The AD carry is probably the second least played role, I would imagine. But, I don't know. It feels like they could find a way to handle, just give people their role. Or at least get rid of autofill. Just, like, let people have one of their two roles. But, like, that's the biggest issue, is when people play champions they don't know how to play, whether it's autofilled or they're autofilling themselves by playing something random, then their skill level doesn't reflect that champion. Now, they tried to fix this earlier this season, but everyone cried about it, and they got rid of it. I don't really think the quality of games is that much lower, honestly. Like, they try to do it with positional matchmaking because they understand that if you get filled, you're at a disadvantage if you're in your off role. So they tried to do it positionally, but then, you know, a bunch of high-low people cried about it and they took it back, basically. So they spent a lot of their time and effort in the preseason working on that to try to fix that issue to give us better matchmaking. And, you know, the system they came up with was potentially abusable by scumbags. And so the rest of us didn't get it. I mean, it matches you based on your hidden MMR. Like, I mean, some things they could do is they could get rid, like, one thing I think they could do is say that you can't duo with someone that is more than, like, 2 or 3 divisions below you or above you, depending on, you know, orientation. But that would help, because that creates some problems too, where it's like you can have a platinum 1 duo queue with a gold 4, and it's going to pull the gold 4 up into, like, the platinum games. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep in mind that, like, oh, I mean, that's not that bad.
Many surprises.
Compared to some of the other ones we've seen. A lot of it is psychological. Like, games feel unfair because we have... There's lots of psychological fallacies that go on to make games feel unfair. I mean, one is that we have recency bias, so we remember, like, stuff that's fresh in our mind. So if we're on a loss streak, we're not going to remember the times that we won. We also have a very limited perspective. I don't know what kind of fallacy that would be, but like, basically, we're a lot more likely to remember negative events than positive ones. And so, you know, we're going to remember the person who goes 0-10 on our team, or 2-17, that Malphite. But we probably won't remember the time when the enemy had the 2-17 Malphite on their team, right? So we always remember the people that feed on our team, but we just really don't even think about very much the people that feed on the enemy team. Or the times when we didn't have a bad game and we got hard carried, right? Or we're thinking, man, we have to carry this idiot who's like 0-7, but it's like we've all had games where we've been 0-7 before, right? And like not played that well.
Come closer.
So, and I'm guilty of it too. I get frustrated by things also. It's just human nature, but it can make it feel like it's unfair because we're just so focused on the short term and so focused on ourselves and not thinking about the system at large. And also just like how to express skill in a team game is another thing. It's like, you know, people think, oh, you know, I went 5-0 in lane, but I keep losing. It's like, well, probably because your macro's trash. I mean, winning lane is good, but you got to actually do something with your lead. Or like thinking, hey, I've got a good KDA. It's like, yeah, but you're not taking enough risks to, you know, exert influence on the game. Perhaps. So, just really complicated to really understand a complex game and how it gets match made a lot of time in terms of fairness. Because sometimes things that feel really unfair are things that are within your control that you just don't control well enough. And sometimes this is a great mystery. I mean, I'm always working on stuff too, just like everyone else. Like, how can I get even more of an edge? But it's going to be that way with any match-made game. That's a team game. I mean, if you play something like StarCraft or like single-player, kind of competitive games, it's a lot easier to take personal responsibility. Although people will still make up excuses there too. They'll say, oh, I can't win on this map. I keep getting this map. Or this strategy they do is uncounterable by my race. It counters me hard. You know, that type of stuff. So people are always going to find ways to evade responsibility. But another thing is, I don't remember what the fallacy is called, but we always feel like we're better than average, right? Like, I think a lot of people do at least. Where it's like, I'm better than everyone else around me. But it's like, in reality, you know, if you played a lot of games at a specific elo, you're probably not, you know? Like, at that particular point in time. It doesn't mean you can't get better in Climb, but clearly if you've played a lot of games at a certain elo, you belong there, you know? Like, you might do certain things way better than other people do, but there might be certain things that you don't do as well also. Like, I'm not D3 yet because my teammates are bad. I'm not D3 yet because there are things that I need to improve on.
Such a busy world.
Like, it does feel like meme-like as soon as I hit D4, we start getting bad games, but, you know, I should be able to win those games. Or at least more of them than I'm currently winning. I've definitely, like, have not played well every time I've gotten emoted. There have certainly been games. Now, there have been games where I have played well and we've lost, but there've also been plenty of games where I was part of the problem, so. Zyra's not amazing with Vayne, but, like, it can buy time for Vayne just to keep him off you. Dunning-Kruger, okay. Yeah, I'm not a psych major. I enjoyed my psych classes in college. I'm, like, aware of the, like, a lot of the psychological problems that people have, but I just don't know the proper names for them anymore. Like, the average person is going to say they're above average in pretty much anything. And I mean, that's a good sort of evolutionary psychology effect, right? Like, you want to feel like you're powerful and, you know, worthwhile. Like, it gets people motivated, gets people hyped, gives them a lot of self-esteem. Self-esteem is really important. Yeah, we need to let them push in here if we can. Wait, why would you not hit him when he's in the bush? What? He was wide open.
So much more.
And then you go for it? Okay, that's troll. I don't know. So I think that, you know, there are games that are not fair, but I don't think the system can fix what I don't think any system can fix those problems. Other than get rid of autofill, but they say they can't do that. I think getting rid of auto, and they tried positional matchmaking, so I think they're trying. It's just, it's really hard to fix it, because, like, this system, like, whatever they come up with is probably going to be, like, abuse cases. We're getting rid of duo. I mean, that would be another thing that would help.
So much more.
Aggressively, like, cracking down on people and issuing more bans for, like, troll behavior would be another thing. Well, they don't want to split the queues, which is why they don't want to do a separate duo queue.
First blood.
Because that would force more, that would force more autofills. The less people you have playing, the more likely it is people are going to get off-rolled. And that's partially why they got rid of Blitz, like I was talking about earlier, is because it was,
Just a harmless flower.
cannibalizing ranked. People were playing that instead of ranked. With the fun game mode, like, they want people to still play ranked. They just want the people that aren't playing ranked to play that instead. The people that aren't logging in, the people that just kind of play every now and then, those are the people that they want hooked in. Like, the hardcore ranked people, they want them to keep playing ranked for the most part.
Has been slain.
I think. I mean, that would make sense to me. It's just, but those people are already committed, right? They don't have to do a lot of special stuff for people like me that are, you know, going to clock in and play our 4 or 5 hours every day. Because I'm going to do it, right? They need to, you know, try to woo little Timmy that, or big Timmy, that, you know, has maybe an hour or two a day to play League. They have to do homework, they have family obligations, whatever, and they're, you know, trying to decide if they're going to play Fortnite or League. Like, that's who they're trying to get. ARAM has done a great job of that. That's a newer kind of audience, too. Like, they're tapping into people, obviously the Dota auto chess people, but maybe, like, Hearthstone people as well. Like, people that have, like, a pretty good mental game, but maybe their reflexes are just a little slow for League or something like that. People that kind of like the strategy stuff. Or people that just like to switch it up and do something a little more chill, you know?
Come
I mean, there's going to be ranked for it, so I'm sure, you know, there will be some not chill type of stuff going on, too. Okay, Rek'Sai's top. We can try to fight him. We're about even on CS, which is good, sort of. I mean, Janna kind of outscales me, but at least we're not getting butchered by the Jhin.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
That was a really extended trade. Now we're down like 20 CS.
Venture off the beaten path.
Are they not back? Okay, I guess he didn't back.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Is it okay if I build MR or armor? Which champion? Depends on which champion and like what the circumstances are. Like, if you're talking about Zyra, I would extremely rare that you build resistances. Maybe like a Banshee's Veil or something, but like you're picking Zyra for heavy damage. You know, so you need to do heavy damage. We need to push, man. But I don't like Zhonya's on Zyra. I mean, some people will get it.
An enemy has been slain.
But like maybe against a Zed or something. It's like my thought on Zhonya's though is like if you're not playing a champion that's pretty mobile, then you're just gonna die after you get at it. Like you're gonna stasis and then you're gonna die anyways most of the time. And you're paying a lot for that passive, like a whole lot. Because Zyra scales really well with Liandry's and Rylai's and like Void Staff because her plants do quite a bit of base damage. Try to soften her up a little bit there.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
Nah, I wouldn't do cut. The only person who does cut down is Yuumi. Because her base health is so low, and some people aren't even doing it anymore. No, you can see my runes down here. Like, the only thing that I do is a little bit unusual is... Oh! They're probably going to get away, though, right? Maybe not with Vayne. Tumble? Oh, God. God, that TP, though. Damn, that was such a sweet prediction, too, but Janna got him out of it. Because Janna is so crazy. She's like, well, I'm just going to heal everyone for 600 and knock everybody back.
So much more to see.
I probably should have just let her die once I saw the TP. I think my flash was down. I'll have to go back and look. I think it just came back. Yeah, I mean, Janna's good.
The forest holds many surprises.
Oh, God. I had the prediction E, too. Oh, so perfect. He just didn't quite have enough damage. If Vayne had her flash, she could have... I'm sure she would have used it if she had it, though. I don't think there's any way that she had it. Right there.
Enemy killing spree.
She's going to turn all that around up there. The Janna probably... Please don't die. Okay, maybe not.
Killing spree.
Venture off the beaten path.
Vayne should have rotated in with me. Yasuo is like... Let the big boys pressure the side lanes. We probably had this tower if she just rotated. Like, they're just sending like 3 people towards the Nasus.
An ally has been slain.
They just don't.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Okay, well, I guess she got 2 kills. Old bush bait.
Just a harmless flower.
Alright, I'm gonna keep pressuring this. Damn it, really? That Janna cut back at the last second.
Down.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Okay, Rumble is top. Yo, what up, Bryant? He broke through the root.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Rumble had that. I wonder why he left. Maybe he thought Elise was coming for him. Wow, I only have 1 assist? What? How is that even possible? I guess we just killed the Jhin. There were several close calls. I mean, Annie's coming up, man. Like, we're not outplaying that. Like, 50 people top. Dude, it's 4v2.
You have slain an enemy. Shut down.
Oh, you weren't fending them off. No. I mean, we should just run immediately. As soon as we saw Annie start rotating up, like, it's over. We're not beating Annie. I need to go buy.
Take careful steps.
Might be Baron.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah.
Such a busy month.
Through my work, you shall tread and has no meaning but your
She flash stunned me, like, right when I freaking flash stunned her. Actually, she wasn't even the one who killed me. Like, I was just about to flash and hit all three of them, and I think, like, everybody flashed. I'm not sure. Maybe I just missed everything. I got freaked out when she flashed on me like that. Over the pit. Yeah, well, they're back in the game. These guys overextended, and I wasn't able to turn it. I maybe should have just, like, max range, Q plan instead of going for the all-in there.
Take careful steps.
I did have the potential to kill several and stop it.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been
Well, it's still an uneven fight. A catch is an uneven fight. Believe it or not, like, a 1v3 is uneven. I think Jen flashed my root and then Annie flashed on top of me is what happened in that one fight. Math's hard. Well, everyone just thinks they're going to make the big... This Vayne keeps thinking she's going to make the big outplay. I mean, maybe she will, but it's like, you know what? If you just make the safe
Wait
play,
until
like,
my seeds take root.
you probably still win. I mean, not like, don't ever fight, but just don't take an uneven fight. Don't do 1v3. Just wait for a 3v3. See you, Jake.
A promising garden.
we're caught again.
Enemy killing spree.
I didn't have that there fast enough. Dude, don't run that way. Run this way. Do not run south. Okay. And he's dead.
Enemy rampage.
Well, I guess they didn't really get any towers, at least not yet.
Venture out with me. Things aren't always what they seem. Come close.
I can only get vision that's like, that I'm able to secure. Dude, that's super redundant.
Take care. Clear land. So much more to see.
No Yasuo ult? You want to get the forward objective first, because it takes them time to walk. So if you get the inhibitor first, then you should have time. It's going to take them an extra 30 seconds to walk to Baron versus the inhibitor. Now without Elise here... We had to zone him because she was going to get a look at it. Just smite steal it. Um. Alright, I'm just gonna sell that since I'm just ultra rich. And just get a death cap.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Seeds take root.
Well, he didn't need to sacrifice himself, though. After we killed the Rek'Sai, he could have just walked... Like, after Annie flashed away, he could have just walked away from the Annie. I'm pretty sure. Like, the way that I walked, he could have just turned around and walked that way. Or, like, walked towards me so that I could help him over the wall.
Venture off the beaten path.
There is still a reason to push it, because it forces one of them... Like, if it's really far up the lane, if the supers are really far up the lane, then they don't have to go stop them immediately. But if the supers are in their base, then they have to stop them. Yeah, I can't walk that by myself.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Dead? At least. Alright, we're just gonna get this just for immediate power.
Things aren't always what they seem. Such a busy world.
Yeah, we probably just get this. Just get free drag.
Respawning soon.
I don't have any vision middle, so they could come this way, but I think they're just gonna give it up. Yeah.
Told too many surprises.
I missed. It still zones them though. Fine. They could all be in that bush.
Come closer.
No, Yasuo, just get the towers, man. Like, force them to come to us. Don't let Annie pick you for free. Oh, she really wants to flash.
Has destroyed an inhibitor.
Yeah, I'm almost played still Janna overall, or that's like some mastery points. Annie ulted minions. Did she go Pepega there? She done Pepega'd. Nice swag, Rory. That's right. Rory swagging on him. Wait, how was I at 11? Oh, I was at like -3. That's right. Gained 14, then gained 13. It's awesome. We're looking on the viewership here. 131s. All right. I'll play one more. I played Tom Kench a lot in Season 6. That was before anyone really played him. And there was not any pro presence with him. I think everyone was still playing, like, Alistar and... I don't remember what else. Sure, which movie? Get them munchies, Sammy. Munch it up. Oh no, Alex. Hopefully you can catch your balance.
We must all make our choices.
Oh no.
Feel the thorns embrace.
Nice. Forgot we are. Are we like 2-2 tonight? Something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna not pick Zyra when I've been winning with her a lot. Did you just misclick that, Sammy? Or are you just trying to delete a message? Okay. I mean, if I'm, you know, if I'm winning on something, I'm probably going to keep playing it. For a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like #1 rule with I'd probably play Karma right now if she's open. I was winning a lot on Karma for a little while there, and then I wasn't anymore. But Grasp TF. So this guy's going to be playing the Trinity Force TF. It's like, is that really that good against Zed? Is it? Feels like you want to burst Zed before he bursts you. I don't really know the Trinity build that well. Huh. Yeah, he is gold. Yeah, I mean, I play a diverse amount of champions, but I play like streaks of certain champions. So it's not like like every night is a different champ every pick, but I switch around the champs that I play. I think at least once every week or two, if not faster than that. But if I'm like winning a lot with a certain champion, I usually just keep playing them until I'm not winning with them anymore.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Such a busy world.
Especially if it's first pick, blind pick. Because if you think about it, your first pick, blind pick should not change that often for, like, you know, logical, strategic reasons. Because you have the same amount of information. You know, you don't have much information about the enemy team, so whatever you pick is just based on whatever you think is strong and based on the bans. You know, versus, like, if your last pick a lot, then, you know, you'll have more freedom to pick, you know, some more specialty champs, some counter pick champs, and things like that. But I mean, I'm just playing Zyra. Yeah, no, Zyra is pretty much always good if you're good on her to a certain point, but I just feel like I can outplay people bottom now pretty hard. At least in a lot of these games. I'm just playing Zyra. If you think that, like, you can beat your lane, like, really hard, then I think Zyra is good. Zyra was recently played in the LCS. I mean, a little bit. She's not, hold on.
The forest holds many surprises.
Yeah, she's good. I mean, like, she hasn't received direct buffs. But just the style of champions that are being played right now, the Caitlyn's, the Sivers, like, and just the importance of lane pressure, winning lane, and tower plates and things like that, makes it a very good meta for her. And, like, some of the like the really mobile champs have been nerfed a lot. So like your Ezreals, your Lucians, those types of champs are getting nerfed more, and you're seeing a lot more champions like Jinx, and she's a lot better against those immobile types of champs. Oof. Jackpot. I mean, it's just like almost impossible to lane against her. She's so oppressive if you don't send help. And she's one of the better AP champs against like ganks. She still can be ganked for sure, but like you have nice vision with your plants and really good team fight presence. Great mana efficiency early. They did nerf her mana regen some, so now like usually getting like one fairy charm early does help. But I mean, Bizzleberry's had her as his like on his tier 1 list for I don't know, a very long time. She's pretty much always tier 1 or tier 2 on my list. The only reason that sometimes she's not tier 1 is because she's kind of tricky to play. She's just sort of weird. So you have to get used to like using your plants properly, and not everyone is amazing on her.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
Just a harmless fly.
Dead. Damn. Almost got my plants back. We probably would not have been able to kill either one of them, but... Who do you pick against Karma? It depends on what the rest of your team is doing. I mean, Karma is going to beat almost everybody in lane. Actually, I need to get boots. I really want a fairy charm, but because I don't have flash, I need boots.
A promising garden.
Like, Nami can be alright in the laning phase. Someone like Soraka can nullify a lot of her early poke, depending on who their jungler is. Sona. Sona's pretty good.
Come
Yuumi
closer.
can be alright. Lux is alright. Yeah, it sort of depends on who your bot laner is, who their bot laner is, and who the junglers are. TF might be dead. Yeah.
Venture off the beaten
Oh,
path.
maybe not. Ooh, only a pickaxe? Even with a kill? I mean, I guess she's probably going Essence Reaver.
Has been slain.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on a
So
book
much
here.
more to see.
I was trying to wait on that Braum shield before I turned on him. When you put W or passive, then combo Q or E. Okay, Q gives the range plants and E gives the melee plants. The range plants have 750 range. The melee plants have 450. The melee plants apply a 30% slow. They both do the exact same amount of damage. And their damage is based on level. It has nothing to do with how many points you put in Q or E. So even if you only have 1 point in Q, the Q plants will do the exact same amount of damage as E, even if your E plants are maxed. It's all based on your level. And your W does not affect plant damage either. So I max W second because it gives you more plants. Gives you a shorter cooldown on your plants. And most of your damage comes from your plants, so... Some people will max Q next, but I'd rather just have more plants. Like, the Q does give you higher, like, burst, but the W gives you more consistent poke, better vision control, and more damage in longer fights. You also just run out of mana if you spam abilities and you don't have plants to go with them. You'll run out of mana, so... You're usually waiting on your plants anyway, so having a shorter cooldown and maybe a bit more damage on your Q, I don't think matters. You can get 2 or 3 points in Q if you want early.
Come closer. Just a harmless
An ally has been slain.
Dang it.
An enemy has been slain.
As soon as that shield goes down, I might go and pop him. Really? Oh. I don't know what she's smoking.
Enemy killing spree.
I really don't want Nunu going off. Well, she just saw my E was on cooldown and she wanted to make a play, but
a promising garden. The forest holds many secrets.
and she saw me, like, she knew my root was on cooldown, but I still had the R. I don't have Ignite, though. Oh, never mind. We get one more wave.
An ally has been slain. An enemy
There's the
has
Braum.
been slain. Unstoppable.
Oops, that was a misclick.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Turret plating will soon fall.
I might as well take a shot at it. Okay, we do have priority. We should be able to get this fast enough, I think. Yeah, Nunu went top.
Take careful steps.
Oof. Alright, and we got her flash. And Zed's losing a lot of pressure.
Wait until my seeds take
Zed can definitely kill me, so I gotta respect that.
Clear as day.
I'm gonna wait
Come
a second.
closer.
That's Leandri is a really big pickup, especially when we're gonna be poking people under tower a lot here. It was a pretty long wait, but a big item pickup. I didn't time it right. I should have just gone and just taken a CS or something. I wasn't paying attention to the exact amount of gold I needed for that item.
So much more to see.
Unstoppable.
Take careful steps.
Huh. I need to get a ward over there. Okay, well, we get tower. They back. I don't want to take all his CS, though. He should have let me hit the E first.
The forest told
He's big, man. I don't know if we can kill him. Wow, he walked out, yeah. And his Q heals him for like 5,000 or something. They're gonna get bot. We might be able to get this tier 2. Nah. God, he's so difficult to kill.
Has destroyed a turret.
I even had Ignite on him. I don't have vision. This is scary. Really? Why the hell is she there? Such terrible positioning by Vayne, but she didn't get punished for it. Just randomly walking through our jungle when we have, like, all of their towers down on the map. She has no vision anywhere. She's like, let me just walk through their jungle against an Evelynn. It sounds good. Well, I mean, she got rewarded for it.
Godlike.
such a busy world.
Yeah, it was very close. TF came pretty close to stealing it. I mean, it's almost impossible to steal anything versus Nunu. Be higher than Iron 7.
Wait until my seeds take root.
He should be able to beat Teemo, right? Yeah,
Killing spree.
definitely got him covered. I'll try to give him a ward here. Alright.
Always what they seem.
Oh, sweet. He's not even going like heavy AP Teemo. Interesting. TF went full Zanya's, then Rod. Like, usually you just go the armor component and then Rod if you're going to get Rod. I mean, you might as well just go Ludens. Like, if you're not getting Rod, like, very early, it's really probably not worth. I mean, I don't know. This game is going to go longer, so it's not like it's, like, completely ridiculous. Yeah, well, they spend a lot of resources on me. Maybe we can clean them up. I ulted to do damage to the Nunu, but also to buff up the plants, because the plants do like 50% more damage whenever you ult them.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Wait until my seeds take root.
I mean, at least TF ulted me and Vayne tried to run me down for a while. I hate dying, but at least that was for a relatively good cause. Glad they didn't shut down the 700 gold bounty Sivir. Yep, Zed was trying to make the big play.
Such a busy world.
Might die here. Oh. Zed's coming in hot.
So much more to see. The forest holds many surprises.
Killing spree.
Full and satisfied. That's right, baby.
Just a harmless flower.
Has destroyed a turret.
She might die here. She's dead. Yeah, they might Baron off that.
Legendary. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Closer.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Okay. Wow, is he really get away?
Venture
What a baller. Yeah, they done goofed up.
Shut down.
No, he didn't get out. Almost. Yeah, the only reason I tried to clear that earlier was I knew I had backup in the area, and I thought that they were all going to be near the Nunu, who we had vision of. We can't Baron with Nunu up. GP backed. We can bait.
Come closer.
Okay. They're checking it. They're getting desperate on the vision.
A promise.
Okay, yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Hits this.
Team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get much done here.
More powder.
Why is he so unkillable?
Double kill. Ace.
God. I did miss it with my E, but he was nowhere close.
Take
Oh,
care
TF
of
didn't stun him.
yourselves.
I mean, I didn't root him either. My root doesn't stop him from using his ult, though.
Venture off the beaten path.
Should be a free drag. They might fight for it. Fucking kidding me? Missed his first, whatever, still has enough to kill me.
The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
What are my thoughts on Greek mythology? I mean, it's cool, I guess. Wait, why is TF doing 0 damage? Does he have Wit's End? Okay, Teemo has Wit's End.
Shut down. An enemy is unstoppable. Your turret has been destroyed.
Forest holds many surprises.
Well, now maybe I will get a stopwatch as like a final item. Because Zed is going for me a lot here. That's why Sivir's or Nunu's the best jungler right now, I think, for solo queue. I mean, he's just like unkillable. Gets every objective, or he should. Still does like okay damage. I can't even really be on the same screen as Zed unless I have other people with me. I mean, Zyra is pretty bad in a champions like Zed, but it's good against the rest of their team.
Just a harmless flower.
An ally has been slain.
Everyone's falling off pretty hard. Wait, what the hell was that shield? Is that a locket? Oh my god. Really? You gold card the Nunu. There's a Vayne right there. There's a whoever the hell the other low person was. And we gold card the Nunu. Like, you have full vision. It's a TF ult. Like, you know where everyone is.
Is legendary.
So much more to see.
Seems like a cool champ. I'm gonna have to get. I have to sell this thing as stopwatch. I think I have to sell this thing as stopwatch, even though it's just really awkward. I need it for the next fight, but I also need wards. You can't ban Zed. I mean, there's so many other champions that need to be banned before Zed. Yeah, he's good against Zyra, but there's a lot of stuff. Assassins. Like, if that was a Fizz that had the same score, or a Talon, or a LeBlanc, or a Zoe, I mean, there's so many champs. You know, we'd have similar problems. We just got outscaled. That play by the bush. Eve just doesn't do anything. She can't even one-shot the Vayne anymore. Oh, he hasn't actually killed the ADC that much. ADC's 12-4. I mean, Zed's good when he's fed. I just think there are other assassins that are similarly good. Yeah, we screwed up in that bush. That's why I say don't push bait most of the time. Although, that seemed to be pretty safe. I mean, it was literally 5 people on Nunu. And we couldn't kill him. And I, like, ulted and, like, had plants in that whole area. I'm not playing another Navid. Yeah, I know, man. It's 3:30 a.m. here. I gotta go to sleep. I mean, ADTF may have been better against, that Nunu. I mean, dude was just, like, unkillable. Like, what happened there? I know I missed my route. How did we not kill him? Two inhibitors down. I mean, they only have one tower in this game right now. We're probably up like 7,000 gold. Okay, Eve's not with us. Teemo's top. Okay, Eve comes back. Okay, so blue card. I missed my route. I ignite him. I'm not sure why we're seeing the slideshow. Okay, Eve is just like not even in the play. Everybody sits in the Nunu ult. Takes a ton of damage. And then Zed just like AoE Qs everybody. And deletes him. Yeah, we should have just been spread out. Or we should have waited, like, right here for him. Like, if we waited here, like, there's no reason that everyone stand, like, in the actual bush. Because we know none of this other stuff is warded. So if we would have stood, like, over here, like, in the Raptors pit or something, and then fired in there, we probably would have got him. Or it would have been a lot safer. Because then we wouldn't have all been trapped here. And it was, like, that Zed combo. Like, the Z, Q, and W that just, like, deleted everybody right there. But anyways, all right, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.